Hi everybody. Okay, so I'm going to be making a candy cuff tutorial, and I'm going to be looking off my phone because I have the colors that I'm supposed to be doing for my cousin Sarah, and also the colors I'm supposed to be doing for my cousin Nikki. Okay, so I'm doing Sarah's first. So to make a cuff, you'll need to start, depending on how big your wrist is, putting 30 beads on. If your wrist is bigger, I recommend 32 or 33 maybe, or 31, depending on if your wrist is in between that. And then just like try it on for size when you're done, because the cuff is going to be wrapping around your wrist all the way around, so you're going to want, and it's going to be building up, so you're going to want to have it with some slack, and you're going to want to have it nice and tight when you pull and stuff. So here's my 30. Here's my 30 count. How's the other eye too? If your bead count isn't exactly the same as mine, that's okay. I used 30, and then I tried it on my wrist, and I can still move my wrist around without the thing falling off, and I can also move it with it sliding a little too. Okay, so you're gonna need a really long piece of string to do this too. So go ahead, pause the video, and string on 30 beads onto a really long piece of elastic. Go. Okay. So when you do that, after you string on your 30 beads, you're going to need to take the longest end of your string that's hanging off the beads. You're going to need to look for the next color that you have to put on. My next color is purple. My purple looks like this. So I'm going to put on one purple bead. Just one. And then right where it's coming out of, right where the string is coming out of, you're going to skip 3. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3. And you're going to put it through the 3rd bead. And then you're just going to pull. And then you're just going to do that. Hold on a second. You are just, actually, don't skip 3. Skip 2. So from where it's coming out, you go 1, 2, and then put it on. That makes more sense, because then you're skipping 1 from where it came out of. Okay, so now that you have that, you should have something that looks like this. Okay, so I'm gonna do that really quick for you. And when you're doing this, make sure you're pulling really, really tight on your second or third row, but you're supposed to be pulling hard all the time. Otherwise, it's not going to go up, and it's not going to get that rounded shape you want to make the cuff possible. So you're going to want to really be careful about doing that. And once you keep on doing this, eventually the ones that you're supposed to be putting on are going to start popping up on their own, so you know exactly where to put the beads. It's weird that way. I don't know why it does that, but it's actually helpful, so it really doesn't matter why. Some of them won't, so you're just going to have to kind of count and then estimate, and then, yeah. But, yeah. And then you may see a little bit of curving in the beginning that you should have, like that, kind of starting like a Pac-Man ghost look to it. And it's going to be like that all the way around. It's really fun to make cuffs, so it'll be really easy to make it. See, so now it's going to start like curving up like this and get that cuff build. Sometimes it's not going to stay up on the first row, but once you get to the second row, it's definitely going to stay up, because, unless you did it wrong, but because all the beads, there's so much pressure on it, it just starts to stay up on its own. Trying to do this as quick as I can. When you're doing the candy cuff, if you're trying to alternate colors, don't ask me how, because I do not know how to alternate colors. Yeah, I don't know how to alternate them. I mean, I'm sure you're probably thinking it's just one row of that color and the other row is that color, but it's not that easy, because I tried and it didn't work out. And then I got really frustrated, and then I just gave up on trying to do like black, white, black, white, black, white, black, white. So, if you mess up on your cuff and you're only the first row, it's no big deal. If this is your first time making a cuff, you just undo it, and then you just relace it. Not relace it, but reapply the bead to the string, and then you just put it in the right spot this time. The beads itself, I mean, if you're trying to like get it perfect, then it doesn't matter what type of beads you use, it just matters how you do it. I mean, I can never get mine perfect, because I always end up either messing up or not pulling tight enough, and it's really floppy. But like, I don't know where mine is. I was going to show you a cuff I made, but can't do that because I don't know where it is. But if you want to make it like absolutely perfect, then you probably want to go look at Ocean Rose's tutorial. That's OCEANNEROSE. So she's got the best tutorials on how to do things, and they're really helpful and really straightforward, and they're really easy to follow, and she has a really good camera and stuff, so you are able to see the beads really good. And when you see them really good, obviously you're gonna be able to do it more easily. Sorry. So yeah, that's just the part of that, and then once you do the rest of that, you can go to the next row, and it's easy because all you're doing is putting it through here and then putting it through there, and you're just going one and then putting it through here and then pulling, and that's just how it's going to be the rest of the way around once you get to that, and then all the other rows. And then once you get to the top, you just tie it off, which may be a little difficult, but it all comes together. So yeah, I will talk to you later. Bye!